So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and welcome back once again to Midnight Evil. You guys really seem to enjoy the last episode, and so of course we're coming back, and I think what we're going to try and do is go for the ending for this one. Now, I believe whilst there's only 5 nights to this game, and I also want to say that I haven't died at all, so yeah, let's get it. There is this strange Atari thing on the menu here, which is illuminated, and it's like shifting hues. It wants us to check that out, so it's going to have some significance. And with all that said, guys, the only way we're about to get through this night is by going ahead and reading that bedtime story, so I think we should just go ahead and get this done. Also, one more thing before we start this. Whilst I don't usually go for exact number like goals, I figured for the end of this, why the freak not? Now, guys, if this episode can hit 10k likes, it can hit 10k likes, basically, so please. So reluctantly, we are straight back in the room. And by the way, I have got my reading glasses, so I'm not going to be dying this night at all again. Also, just like last time, the mic's going to come in because you already know. Here we go. So chapter 5. Already, I open the book and my heart starts pounding. You gotta relax, dude. It might not even be a bad chapter, you know? Chapter 5. First, we tried drowning it. Literally, I read one line and my heart is already racing. I guess the story has gotten kind of deep, so we would be paranoid to freak right now. We even had the priest bring us holy water when water from the well didn't work. That makes sense. I guess you would want to try and get rid of it through like holy resources. We cut off its head, but as soon as we snipped its neck, the head grew a new body and the body grew a new head? Bro, so basically you can't even get rid of them, they just duplicate. Then we had 2 angry Urklings in jars. Okay, over there. Okay, now that dude looks the most unhealthiest of them all. It was immune to every kind of poison that we knew of. Look around. What is that new one? What does he do that's different? He appeared by the door, and there was just one of him. It could heal quickly from any cuts it sustained. Get rid of that one. Oh my! Where is it? Guys, where is it? Are we good? Oh my god! Okay, yeah, I figured this one was gonna be a lot more intense. I gotta be really ready for this. Okay, I look at the book. Calm down, dude. You're okay. Well, for now anyway, you might be dead soon. We even tried squashing it flat, but it would just puff back up in a matter of a few minutes. Where's it? Bro, what the freak? What the freak? What? Am I I don't understand. Guys, I'm actually freaking out. That was a very, very, very unusual sound. I guess we're good. I don't want to look at the book. I'm scared. By this point, the Urklings had infested every corner of the village. Parents had to stand guard over their sleeping children. Right there. Look around. I think it's just the one. Between the stroke of midnight and the first light of dawn, they became absolutely ravenous. It appeared that there was nothing else we could do. As much as I hated the thought of disturbing my grandmother, I knew that she was the only one that might be able to give any insight as to how I could get rid of them. Bro, it clicked through. Other than that, just something fell in the background, we're okay. I asked Colin to meet me in the secret at her grave. Bro, I messed it up, but it gave me it, thank you. I brought grandmother's old spirit board with me, which had every letter of the alphabet on it. Colin and I placed a small glass cup upside down in the center of the board and waited. The idea was that her spirit would guide the cup to the letters, and in doing so, it would spell out a message to me. Grandmother, I spoke aloud. Just listen, it's just that's around. They're very active, but just not in the room. I really need your help. Speak to us. Your magic is the only thing that could help save these children. What was the other one? I think it might have just been a random sound. We waited, but we were met with only silence. Look on. See that one? And that one there? Did a double? Okay. Any more? Right there. Any more? I think that might be it. Please, grandmother, I pleaded. I don't know what to do. I would do anything to save these children. Anything. Just tell me what to do, please. I begged her to answer me, but the glass didn't move and no answer would come from the spirit board that night. As we snuck back to the village, we were greeted with the news of 3 more deaths. Hear the way I said deaths right there? The widow Adams had fallen asleep guarding her 3 little ones. She always worked so hard, toiling in the fields from dawn until dusk to make sure her family was fed. After she lost her husband to sickness, she was the only caretaker for her children. Look around, I knew there'd be something. There you go. Get out of here, you ugly looking son of a bitch. Now they were gone too, and she was truly alone. Dang, that's horrible. Poor lady. As I lay in my bed crying, I felt responsible for what was happening. I hadn't paid much attention as a child when my grandmother tried to teach me the old ways. If I had been a better student, I could have spared my people so much misery and death. Go. Okay, just those 2. Eventually, I drifted off to sleep. It was only then that my grandmother finally came to me in a dream and told me what I must do if I wanted to rid the village of the Urklings once and for all. And it didn't calibrate, are you kidding? But their imprisonment would come at a terrible price. Where? There! Ooh, right there. Keep looking. There he is. Any more? Right there. Okay. We're done, though! Holy crap! Night 5 done? But why are we looking at the door? What the freak exists? Are we good, or is there like a 6th? There's a 6th, of course. Okay, chapter 6, let's do this. Chapter 6. I found myself walking through the dark forest. The damp earth under my bare feet felt so cool and mossy. What the frick? Bro, what? What? God. I didn't see nothing. I guess I'm good. In the distance, I could hear drums. A bright light was shining through the trees.
Hello?
There you go. I heard you open that. You only get one sound cue, of course, because the window is now open for the night. I continued cautiously, unsure of what to expect when I entered the clearing. As I came closer, I could see people dancing around the fire. A beautiful woman stood with her hands outstretched towards the sky. What? Just one? It took a moment before I recognized her. Grandmother, is that you? Hello, dear. I heard your call, but I could not come to you. I had to wait until you fell asleep to bring you here. You're right there. Get out of here. What is this place? I asked, looking around. Right there. You can go. All right, this is where all of our people go when their time on Earth ends. Can I stay here with you? Why would you want to stay there with her? No, my darling, I'm afraid you can't. I could see the sorrow in her eyes as she put a sympathetic hand on my cheek. In fact, if you really mean to imprison all the Earthlings, you will never be allowed to take your place here. So that one, yeah, there's two. Oof. Okay, let's keep looking around. There he is. One more. All right. Think we're good. My heart sank like a stone. What do you mean? If you wish to trap them, your immortal soul will be lost forever. Do you understand? I bit my lip as I thought of Maggie, Jacob, and the 3 Adams children. I couldn't even imagine the horror they must have felt during their final moments. Then I pictured Colin and the other children of the village. I saw that one there. Oh my god, go! Holy crap. He's much quicker. I think that's it. I simply couldn't bear to let the Earthlings pick them off one by one. Soon we would have no children left. I couldn't let that happen, no matter what the cost. Bro, tell me what I must do. My grandmother's expressions grew dark as she described the ingredients of 2 potions. Then she explained the details of the spell I would have to perform to trap them within a cursed tomb forever. As she spoke, I could feel my blood run cold and a horrible chill spread through my entire body. It's gonna be some Earthlings, bro. No, really? My throat became so dry that I could barely speak. I managed to say. No, I can't do this. So that one. Whoa. Wait. So that dude is always silent. You gotta always keep your eyes out for him. I stumbled backwards, feeling sick to my stomach. You must. If you don't finish every step exactly as I say, the Earthlings will never stop. I fell to my knees and put my hands over my face. That one. Okay, keep it going. There you go. One more. All right, nice. I don't make the rules, my dear. I can only tell you the way things are. I sobbed pitifully and my grandmother knelt down, putting her arms around me and holding me close. The right thing to do is rarely the easiest. Be strong, she whispered as I woke. Be strong. As soon as I opened my eyes, I began to question the dream. Did my grandmother's spirit really visit me, or was it just my anxious mind playing tricks on me? Come on. Right there. I knew there was gonna be some. We're nearly done. Look at this. In my heart, I knew I had to cast this spell. I had to save them. Yeah, there you go. Another night done. And we look at the Atari this time? What the freak? Will the lightning strike just as we do so? Why would it show us that? How are the 7 chapters right now? All right, may as well get this done. I searched Hogan's forest for the various herbs I would need to brew 2 potions. I smelled the sweet perfume of the forest air and listened to the songs of the birds and insects of the woods, knowing that it would be the last time I would ever get to enjoy them. Once I gathered all my ingredients, I found Colin and told him that I knew how to end the Earthling's reign of darkness, but that I would need his help. I didn't tell him what was about to happen. I couldn't find the courage. Listen, there's a lot. Go. Bro, they're not. Dude, I can't die. Not this close. It's seriously 0 deaths right now. I'm killing this. Not to mention, if he knew what I was about to do, he would do everything in his power to stop me. He was a good boy. I never had the privilege of having children of my own, but if I had, I would have wanted them to be just like Colin O'Brien. Brave, honest, and kind. Together, we walked into the deepest part of Hogan's forest. Look around. You're calm. Don't panic. The old stone ruins marked a sacred place where our ancestors used to honor the ancient woodland spirits. I see that. Get the freak out of here. 12 large rectangular stones stood in a massive circle. I sat my pack down and opened it up. Taking out this very book, I opened it to the first page and laid it in the center of the circle. Next, I took out the 2 potions, one black and one white. I gave Colin the small bottle that held the black liquid. You will need to drink this. It will protect you. He frowned for a moment as he inspected the murky potion, but obediently pulled his stopper out of the bottle and drank it down. It messed up a bit, but the game gave me. Okay, let's go. Ugh, that was awful. I smiled. Well, I don't plan on making you drink it again. I hear that. Whoa, there's 3! Oh my god! Let's go. Alright, that looks good. Feel like that was about as good as it could have been. I took the white potion and drank it, not trying to think about the fact that it was sealing my fate. Okay, there's that sound, but nothing is there, you see? Something doesn't feel right. Colin started wobbling. Wait, did we give him the wrong potion? I'm sorry, my boy, I said sincerely. I truly am. Wait, are you kidding? We just double... What? His eyes rolled back and he fell into a deep, dreamless sleep. When he woke, he found himself bound with rope and blindfolded. Bro, we just crossed this dude. How could we? The black potion, you see, had 3 functions. Listen, listen, listen. There goes that one. Just the one. It was infused with herbs that would make him first and foremost irresistible to every Earthling within 100 miles. Secondly, it contained the binding agent that would ensnare the creatures and keep them forever trapped in a pocket dimension that could only be opened by using this cursed book. Thirdly, it incapacitated him long enough for me to finish the remaining steps of the spell. Go, 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 go. Right, let's go, let's go. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. I'm so nervous when there's 3. I feel like it's not gonna work out. You see, while he was unconscious, I was writing this book. As I pen these final words, I can already see my skin turning white. Wait! He became an Earthling, am I right? My hair has mostly fallen out, and long blue hair is growing in. At first, I thought Colin was getting better, but I see now that I'm slowly shrinking. Okay, I said better, not bigger. I get why you slammed that. My vision is fading. I can hear the others coming. I keep telling Colin not to be afraid, that it will all be over soon. Bro, that's like the last step. Okay, get rid of that one. Here we go, here we go. All right.
Yes!
All right, I think we're okay. Nice. After we eat him, we will all be trapped in this book. His screams will be the last thing I hear. Please forgive me, for I can never forgive myself. That is so disturbing. And that's him! That's the guy we keep seeing. The one who wrote the book? That's a pretty insane twist at the end. What? The sun rose and William Crinkle was safe. I didn't die, guys. 0 deaths. Are you kidding? He ran to the attic to lock the book up for good. See, this is a smart kid with a dumb name. I'm just saying. The chest was gone. Maybe the Earthlings took it, I guess, to stop this from ever being stopped. So he ran to the yard and buried it. I guess that's probably the next best thing, really. Yep. He did the only thing he probably could at that time. Once done, he turned and saw a page on the ground. Is that a missing page? What did it say, huh? He cautiously approached it. Just don't read it out loud. You know, do we want to turn it over? Is it worth knowing? Oh boy. The page was empty. Maybe like we fill that one in and add it to the book? Let me see. Why was the page empty? What? Is it saying that maybe it would have continued with him? That was a really, really cool game. You know, what I actually liked about that more so than anything else is the story entwined within. You kind of experienced it at your own pace. Great. Hello, William. We are just getting started. Colin? What the... Bro, what are you talking... You want to fight right now? All right, now this is a Tory thing. I want to at least check this out. I don't... The freak. Okay, daddy. So we got Molewhacker info. Let's try Molewhacker. What is this? Play? I guess we literally just move this around. Whack the moles, right? Like this. Okay, this is difficult. What the freak? I gotta be rapid on this, guys. Wait, it's just a dream Molewhacker. I'm so confused what we're playing right now. Can I just like keep spam clicking whilst I do this? I guess. I see no reason why I can't abuse it. Coming up to the last few seconds. That was good, right? 62 hits, 9 misses, score 600. Molewhacker bronze. What am I going for with this? I tried that for a while. I couldn't quite beat that. But if you guys do want to read about, I guess, the Earthlings and the Mysterious Stone, I'm gonna click through this now. You can pause at any moment. So this was the second one here, Gulos. That's that ugly looking thing, dang. And then the last one here, Vigos. All right then, guys, well, for this episode anyway, this is where I'm going to leave Midnight Evil. That was fortunately the ending that we managed to achieve, like I said before, guys. Come on, 0 deaths, all right? That deserves 10k likes. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this mini-series. I did take a different approach with just making it a bit more kind of personal, you know? Not edits everywhere, more of me just kind of reading this thing and enjoying the game with you guys. For those of you who've watched this far in as well, I do hope that effect actually transitioned over fairly well, because sometimes I feel like the edits do kind of cloud up me. I get too distracted with that side of things, and I forget that I'm actually enjoying the game as I'm playing it. So like, instead of doing crazy edits, sometimes it's nice to just show you guys that factor as well. Either way though, guys, this was a cool little mini-series, and hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, why not drop me that like rating? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I of course hope you did enjoy, and I will of course see you on the next one.